Here's Matt from Sentera, Senior Marketing Manager, right?
That's what I am.
Awesome. And, yo, I actually saw him with the Sentera hat here at the Sky Lounge, and I feel bad kind of costing him, but we started talking about this product here. I saw at the Inspired Flight booth. I got another video of that. You'll see. I'll post a link, but I want to do a deep dive on this real quick. Tell me about it. What's it called? How much does it cost? Who's it for?
All right, so this is the 65R. This is a 65 megapixel global shutter RGB sensor. And so what we're seeing it on here is our featherweight gimbal. So this is the smart dovetail version. We make a Skyport version of this. We
Shout out to FreeFly.
Make a Gremsy version, Gremsy adaptable version of all of these.
Dope. Shout out to Gremsy.
Yeah, so this is super lightweight. We're just under 600 grams full up with this guy. And so the global shutter in here, right, is we get rid of all of your ERS effects. We're capturing at 3 FPS at a max capture rate. We got a 0.5 terabyte of internal solid state storage in here.
Oh, wow.
So we get rid of, you'll never drop an SD card again, right? So there's an SD card in here. This is just for logging, all fun engineering stuff. But super lightweight. It's just meant to totally maximize your productivity. So these MSRP on the gimbal at $10,450.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah, and so these are plug and play compatible with IF800, IF1200, Astro, M350s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So two questions. One, what's the lens?
So this is a custom-made lens for this camera. It's a 27mm lens.
Does it come with a lens at that price?
Yes. So this, the price I just said is everything.
With this lens?
Yes, with this
lens. But customers can get other lenses as well?
So there is a version of this where we sell with like a Pentax lens on there. It's a 43mm, so if you want a little bit more GSD, a little bit more zoomed in. We try to point everybody towards this lens just because we specifically manufactured it for the best optical quality through here. We were able to control all the glass, whereas some of these other lenses we weren't able to with the fixed focus. Okay. So that's what we're really pointing at. But for the folks that really want a specific lens, come talk to us. We're open to that.
So it does all the PPK stuff up here through the connection there, right?
Yeah. So through the dovetail, right? This is the Pixoc payload standard or Pixoc payload bus open standard. So this goes down into what we got in here is like inside of our gimbal. There's what we call our comms board. And that's got its own processor hanging out in there, and that's handling all the communications. But yeah, so we plumb through Ethernet, serial, and PPS all through here.
Okay, cool.
And so what really makes this stand out compared to
serial number one. So this is the very, very first one.
This is serial number one. Yeah, I get to carry this guy around. This one's my sensor.
Oh yeah.
So we do time of flight geotagging. So there's no additive hardware to go back and add geotags from your flight logs. As soon as we capture that image, we get it from the Mavlink data stream. It's stamped right to the image, and you're ready to go straight to processing.
Okay, so in terms of integration process, so I know you mentioned your existing customers, so like all the people who kind of want this and don't currently have it. You basically got to preferably get some sort of adapter if you got a Gremsy or a smart dovetail, and then Pixhawk compatible. So Cube, anything Mavlink compatible.
Anything Mavlink compatible. Yep, ready to go.
Wow.
So for the folks that have their own custom drones, things they built, what we have is instead of having a dovetail up on top of here, we pull this off. We have a Gremsy HyperQuick compatible mount that goes up in here. So you just plug it right up into your HyperQuick, and then you have your cabling that goes from your HyperQuick up to your autopilot. But it's all plug and play. So we tried to make it as easy to integrate as possible. Okay. Inside the camera runs, its own little web server, so you can go out there, you can edit all of the image pipeline stuff. So that was another thing we really wanted to do. It was make sure that we had the same color quality every time you took a picture. So instead of trying to make the picture perfectly beautiful every time, we wanted to make sure that it was true to what you were taking a picture of. So we're trying to keep our pipeline nice and clean, very transparent of what we are doing to the pixel, so you can get that same image every time, rather than something that looks super duper pretty but maybe gives you a different, if you're looking at grass, maybe the green's a little different every time.
Okay, so what type of GSD can you be expecting to get out of this?
Oh, these are the ones I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's all right. You can send them to me and I'll post them over the screen.
Yeah, okay. So I'll send you the GSDs.
And what else, too, of course,
Yeah, so, we usually pop them out at 60 meters and 120 meters,
Okay.
The usual ones.
Do you have an SDK?
So a lot of this stuff is all posted out on our website of how to use all of this. We're working towards a robot operating system, ROS, kind of like Open SDK. If you really wanted to subscribe for messaging here, we're sort of just feeling out how many people want to do that. But otherwise, it's all, we tell everybody exactly what is getting stamped to the XIF. It's all open standards, so it'll work with your image processing stuff. You want to integrate this yourself, it's all posted exactly here's, your exact RD pilot or PX4 settings you want, here's the exact wiring, here's the pin out. We give you everything you could possibly want to integrate this camera and talk to it and control it.
So, Awesome, man. Really appreciate your time. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, sorry to kind of cost you up here while we're trying to catch a flight or whatever, but
No,
I had heard about that. I wanted to ask more, and it was just serendipitous. Oh, yeah, so if they want to order this, do you have like resellers or just like holler at you, or how does that work?
Yeah, so this is going through Frontier and Drone Nerds on the U.S. side right now. There's a whole list of international dealers that are rolling out too, so keep your eyes out for those announcements. Those are rolling out next month as we build out the dealer network for these. You can get them through IFT, you can get them through FreeFly, wherever you need.
And you can get them in different variants too. If they want them direct and they want maybe a custom mount, they can holler at you guys and all that stuff, right?
Absolutely.
All right,
Direct sales.
cool. Awesome. Really appreciate you, man. Cheers,
Yeah.
brother. Bye.
Thank